You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Yes, I've been following. What's up, Jay King? Got
You
Jay
see the man,
King in the
you see the
building.
most hated nigga on the internet. Check it out. Look at these niggas. Man, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm trying to let them tap back in so they can see this shit, man. They see this shit, man. You know what time it is, man. You know
Yeah, I
how we
know.
coming.
I'm gonna let you get your, your people's in.
Oh, I just jumped on here. You know they gonna buzz in like flies, man.
I know. How's your day going so far?
I'm cooling, man. I was finna watch this TV show, and then I looked up at the time. I was like, man, I'm bullshit. Let me get my ass on this internet.
I know. I literally just walked in, like from work. I went
That's
to
a
the bathroom and I was like, all right, I gotta get ready.
oh yeah, you already know how we coming, man.
I know.
You
I
already know how we.
know. Thank
She
you for
talking
the
about.
bracelet.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
yeah. She said, you know, she talking about we gotta. You say you gotta get up out that 26, huh?
I mean,
Nah, I
it's
was sitting
nice
there
to
and I was
grow,
like,
but
it'll be dope as fuck to come back a couple months later, man, and do this shit again. And everybody was like, hey man, you wanna come on my shit and do an interview? I'm like, for what?
I feel
Why
it.
would I? I might as well go stick with the motherfuckers who was with me when I had 15,000 followers a few months ago.
I feel it, bro. I feel it because people do be switching up on here for sure. For sure. It's like they
Maybe.
forgot where they came from too.
I think I dropped a video that's probably gonna break the internet, man. I told all of them. Since you think your man loyal and faithful, go drop his name. Drop his name in the comments. Let's see how many other women writing his ass.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
do
since he's so
that.
since he's so loyal and faithful, and you think you the only one, go drop his
Don't
name in the
do
comments.
that.
Yeah, let's go see.
Hey, you know
Let-
what? I'm gonna keep it real. Like when I dropped my story, I don't remember if I had females like that, but I did have people coming in like, hey, that's so and so. Hey, that's
oh
so, and
yeah,
I'm
most
like,
definitely, most definitely.
I never even said his name to this day on there. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people when they see what I post on my green screen, they like, oh man, you know, he's trying to make it seem like everybody in prison is GAY. And I'm like, nah, that's not the case. It's just this shit
In
strictly
real life.
solidifies that you don't know that person. So, you know, try to be his friend. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bunny
Yeah.
XO? Christy, what's up, y'all? Y'all run them
Somebody
likes and them
said,
shares up. Let's go.
someone said, oh, he's starting a war up in here.
Yeah, it's a war, man.
Oh,
It's a it's
dang.
strictly a war, man, because every time I tell myself that I'm gonna stop speaking on this situation, I'm gonna move on because I got a lot of shit that I can speak on that's gonna continue to go viral. Like this shit is written down before it even happens. I know how to trigger the algorithm. I know what's
You,
gonna fuck people.
you know the thing with prison the prison scenario, right, is that it's an everyday thing. You got somebody getting with somebody right now, you got somebody getting hurt right now, you got someone
Facts.
getting released right now, so it's an all day everyday thing, so it's something that can always be talked about forever.
It's gonna be
You know what I'm
talked about
saying?
forever. Yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be talked about forever. I think people need to understand that if you feel like that it's not for you, and I don't publicize success stories because it's not very many of them. So when we put it out there in the universe, like, hey man, my relationship is going great, and then I do all these fucking thousands of views, and then that's a thousands of women that's like, well, Jay King said his relationship went great, or somebody else's relationship went great. I'm gonna get me one, and then it don't work out, and now I'd rather steer a lot of women away from it because you have a better chance of it not working than you will have if it works, right?
Look,
So I don't care that the internet be mad at me. It ain't the internet. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
uh-uh. Hi dog, hi doggy.
and I don't care if that hurt, big hurt. Move back, sit, good boy. Lay down, lay down, lay down, hurt. No, I want to shake your hand. Lay down, boy. I think if more people see, God, hurt. You wanna go in? Come on,
He sound like he need water. He one of
man.
them one dogs. What them dogs called?
You let one out, the other one fly out past him.
I feel it.
I think we stare too many women into believing that it's gonna be a success story, that every relationship you get in prison is gonna work, and that's not the case. And they always say, well, you need to speak on the ones that do work, and I'm like, it's only a handful of them. You
It's
know how
true.
many women sitting out here getting hurt regularly? Like, this is the new thing. This is a fad. They glamorize being in a relationship with a person that's incarcerated. Like, it's just the best thing. And that's not something you should be putting out in the universe. Now you got your daughters thinking it's okay to go do this shit. You got your sisters. My sister was played by an inmate twice. See what I'm
I
saying?
remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'll be like, I don't give a damn. Like, you can be mad at me. You can say, oh, he's trying to put inmates down. You can say I'm bashing prison wives. That's not the case. If I'm trying to open your eyes up to see something better, then listen. If it's not for you and your relationship is going well, push it along. You know what I'm saying?
I got someone that said I wasted 8 years, all my 20s, and never again. And you know what, girl? So did I. And I'm 37 now. And hello.
Yeah, but it ain't too late. It ain't too late.
Well,
I think us as inmates, we want our life to stop because yours did. We want you to stop living your life because we got incarcerated. We want you to stop living your life because we in a cell block and we can't be up under a woman. So we want you to be celibacy. We want you to, if you're going to show us that you down, if you down for me, put money on my books. No, it don't work like that. You know
or
what I'm saying?
tattoo my name or get my portrait.
That ain't going to do shit, man.
I hear a lot of that.
A man in prison, he'll put your face on him, tattoo you. If he'll go as far as marrying you, like making it official in the government's eyes, what else you think he gonna do? What else you think he gonna do? He gonna continue. He gonna play these same games when he get out. And just because he been home 6 months and everything been going great, that's not enough time. That's not enough time to figure out if he really want to be with you or not. It's
No,
gonna take him at least half of the sentence he spent in jail to get his shit together to figure out who he is.
no, I feel it. But let
You
me
know what I'm
ask you
saying?
let me ask you some questions because as you know, the internet, you done broke it for you done broke the internet to where you got people with you, right? Like mad. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some prison wives that are mad. You got some prison. I mean, you got me, an X1 that I agree with a lot of stuff you said because I went through a lot of things that you said, you know, and I wish I knew you back when I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because damn,
Mm-hmm.
but and you got a lot of people that I read a lot of comments. I've even had a comment before from when I did my video about you last weekend. There people are saying like like who's this guy think he is, right? Um, he did domestic, he did DV. He on here now trying to tell people
Oh,
how to have a relationship.
we can talk about that too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Cause we let's just get this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
we got people that are like, who does God think he is? He did DB. He done did time. He must have been this type of person or that type of person or this guy wants this, that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's get into that. Like, let's get into that. Talk about that because a lot of people want to know why you seem so pressed about people being with someone in prison and stuff like that. So let's get into that DB situation.
Okay, so with the DV shit, I was in business with this female, the worst fucking mistake I ever made in my life. When I started my company, I didn't know the business side of things, right? I just knew
Okay.
how to do the work. I just knew how to put the work in. And she was my business partner. She found all the contracts. So I would pay her like $200-300 per job. Now keep in mind, this was going on twice a day. So most days she would make about $600 off me. Once I started the contract, I would bless her game then. So in that process, she ended up getting co-signing a truck. She ended up like investing 3-4 grand into a website. So she was doing all the footwork. In the same sentence, she was also a paralegal. So she knew
Oh,
the law. And she was in touch with she worked from home, but she was around a lot of lawyers. Like she knew lawyers, right?
okay.
And so shit just went bad because I started feeling like, she was pressed about cash. Like, oh, you need to pay me this, you need to pay me this. So in January, I'm gonna say back in December, we end up doing a job in Georgia. And I drove 13 hours all the way to fucking Georgia to do a job. and it was a doozy. They supposed to pay me like 14 grand. They sent me like $6,000 deposit. I was already blessing them. We got down there. I'm paying for the room. I'm paying for food. 3-4 days go down the line. I'm down to barely shit. So I come back to the city. When I come back to the city, keep in mind that shit got back slow again. Shit got back slow again. And I can talk about this on the internet. I'm not worried about they say, oh, you ain't supposed to talk about something that's an open case. Sweetheart, my case say closed. You feel me? And so this is how shitty people can be. So she, I want to say around the end of January, she was like, well, since we're not gonna do business together, oh, I did a $30,000 job in January, right? So in January, I get this contract. She has access to the work email. So she sees the contract come to the work email, me too. So I sign it, whatever, electronic sign it, send it back. She texts me like, basically on some extortion shit, like you need to send me $5 grand or I'll take you to court and I'll do this. And I'm like, for what? You're not even in a part of the company no more. You didn't give me no job for a whole month. I was sitting here basically about to start spending my savings. Like this was a blessing to me. Oh, you need to give me $5 grand. You need to give me $5 grand, this and that. She wanted money off of it. Now keep in mind as a contractor, when you start a job, just because your account says 30 grand, you don't know if you got 30,000 or $30.
Right.
So I'm like, why would I give you some money? I said, but you know what? Since you want to be shitty, I tell you what, when I finish the job, I'll send you something. So it was basically like on some extortion shit. Oh, you belong in jail and you should go back to prison. You better off in there than out here. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So on the phone verbally, I tell her, bitch, before you ever wish some shit like that on me, bitch, I will slap the fuck out of you. Right? And so, what you gonna get? Oh, that back. So, that was it. She was like, oh, well, drop the truck off at the police station. Bet, bitch, I go give me another truck. And did the next week. So I dropped the truck off at the police station, take a picture of it, send it to her. Probably about towards the end. This was like the end of January. The end of February, we out like 10 o'clock at night riding four-wheelers and shit, right? We get pulled over because we on the main street. So that's why my hair all over my head, because we out here sliding, right? So they end up taking our IDs and shit. My brother like, we good. He ain't gonna take. I was like, well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't pay traffic tickets. You lock me up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, he ain't gonna do nothing. So the law come back over there. When he comes back, I'm still not knowing what's going on. I'm like, I told you he finna take me to jail for these fucking traffic tickets. I was like, fuck it. Them bitches old anyway. You know what I'm saying? He come back. He was like, Jimmy, can I talk to you for a minute? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, you know you got warrants out. I said, yeah, let's get it over with. I don't care about, I don't pay traffic tickets. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. He was like, man, you got an assault charge. He didn't even have to tell me to put my hands by my, I said, come on, so I can bond out. Come on, because I ain't did shit. I said assault on who? And my brother like, who the fuck is assault? He with me every day. Like, who the fuck is? I don't know if it's like a nigga. I don't know if it's somebody on the internet doing this shit. I don't know at the time, because keep in mind, this woman that did this, I've been knowing since 2014. Right? So I go to jail, see the judge early in the morning. He looking at my profile like, this don't seem right. Like, I don't see nothing. Normally when you go before the judge, it can show, I guess it's supposed to show him like the complaint or whatever, so they can determine what kind of bond they gonna give you. He was like, this is weird. I don't see nothing. It looks like somebody made a complaint and didn't go through with it. So I was like, okay. He's like, I can give you a really high bond and you can sit here for 3 weeks and wait on Dallas County. I was like, give me the bond. It's like, okay, your bond $20,000. I'm like, okay, bet. So that was the next morning. I bond out. I go see the bondsman. Now they asking me. At this point, I'm still like, who the fuck is this? Because nobody can tell me shit. And so the bondsman, she's like, you might want to call Dallas County because it don't show us nothing in here. This and that. She was like, just call us every Monday and report if some changes. We'll let you know. I'm like, okay. So I end up fucking fly. So I end up I get home 3 days later. I'm getting all these fucking letters from different lawyers. Oh, we went through your case. We can get this thrown out. You should contact me. Pay $2,000. Like all these fucking lawyers. And anybody who go to jail, they'll know when you get out, they gonna send you a gang of shits. So in my mind, like I'm prayed up every day. Like it was the thing was, I already told the internet already. I came out. I showed them that I bonded out of jail. I told the fucking story. My whole life is on the internet. I never lied about shit because I know who I am. So it was never no reason for me to lie about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so keep in mind at this point, I still don't know where this charge came from. So, because they didn't say when I went to jail, they just said you being charged with aggravated assault in Collin County. They never said no strangulation, no nothing. So in my mind, I'm thinking, who the fuck did this to me still? And so I get out. Probably about a month later, I'm like, okay, well, I need to look for a lawyer because right now I just want this shit out for me. I've been home 12 and a half years. I'm not gonna have shit on me. I ain't did shit.
Right.
Every lawyer I'm calling, they basically telling me in so many words, like, it's no point of you hiring me right now. I can take your money, but it basically looks like a complaint. It's basically your word against hers. And she's saying that you did this last year in February. I'm like, what? Last year in February, I was like, if I did that, why did she go get a whole truck in her name? And she said, oh, well, he did this last year, but he just, I couldn't deal with it. I said, so who is this? He was like, it's a woman out of Garland, Texas. And I said, this bitch. I said, I told the lawyer, I said, she trying to extort me, right? I said, and he said, I'm going to tell you something. In the state of Texas, you don't need no evidence to put a charge on somebody. I can call them right now and say, you punched me in my eye. With no physical evidence, if I want to press charges, they will come arrest you, and you have to fight your case in court. So now I'm just like, what in the actual fuck? Like what the fuck is going on, right? And so I keep calling lawyers, and finally I talked to this one guy, and he said, I'm going to give you some information that a lot of lawyers not going to tell you because they want you to pay for it. He said, they don't even have evidence on you. It's nothing. It's your word against hers. 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to throw it down to a misdemeanor fine and give you a fine because they just want you to have something. I said, I'm not taking shit. I didn't do shit. I'm not going to have shit on my record. It's not like it was rape or fucking kidnapping or no shit like that. So I wasn't like ashamed of everybody go through shit. But at this point in my life, I didn't go through shit because I wasn't in no relationship with her. We was barely around her. You know what I'm saying? And so when they was like, oh, you got a domestic violence charge, I was like, do you not know I came to the internet and spoke about this shit? That I knew I was innocent? And so I had somebody reaching out to the court system about a month ago, and they hit me back and said, when I called the courts, the district attorney, the clerk's office said, the reason why you haven't been indicted in 6 months or had a court date is because they still trying to figure out if they even have any evidence to charge you. So I was like, what? So they go back on the internet, and then I find out it say case closed. So I called back the district clerk like, hey, my case say case closed. Like, what's going on? They was like, well, it could take anywhere from 6 months to a year for them to wipe it off. So I wasn't really pressed. You know what I'm saying? I think people did that to try to defame me, to distract the truth. Let's say I was guilty and I really was that type of person. It doesn't distract the fact that I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. I feel like if I got to put my hands on you, I don't need your ass. And if you think I've been home 12 years just to go back behind strangling or kicking or whooping a female, then that's some stupid ass shit. I rather would have robbed the motherfucker, pistol whipped your ass before so I didn't really care. That's why you see me taunting them on the internet like wham, wham, wham. Like, I don't give a fuck. I didn't do shit. And I told the whole fucking internet this shit from the jump. People always gonna try to see, it don't matter what you do in life, whether you become big off of talking about how you can make grass grow, how you can fucking speed up a fucking bike. Whatever it is, it's always gonna be somebody gonna come out and they gonna have something negative to say. And before you ask me another question, I got a dude in a whole nother city that makes videos about me from behind a cell block. And I ain't gonna say his name because his fucking platform is too small to even mention him. I think he's a fucking goofy, and he needs attention, and he's one of those guys that's writing a woman.
I think I've seen it on live before.
Yeah, he writing a woman from jail, and she probably giving him hell, so he got to try to defend himself. And he try to make video and say, "Oh, I got to him." Let me tell you something. I came up in the fucking trenches. I was no blood. I've been neighborhood NAC 90 rolling Crips since I was a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be on the internet talking about, he said he was a big blood, never, nigga. Nobody. I come from the trenches, man. Oak Cliff, Texas, you hear me? I didn't do my time in no PC. It's niggas that I was locked up with that follow me. It's niggas from my neighborhood that know me. Niggas ain't pressed about me getting on the internet, running down on these weak ass niggas because they don't got enough game to get money. They gotta use women to pass time. They gotta use women to pass time in a penitentiary to get money, even if it ain't money. Even if it's not money, it's a hope. You know, and so for a cat to be sitting in jail doing fake interviews with his cellmate talking about, yeah, I'm from Texas, making videos talking about I ran down on a nigga in prison and stole all his commissary. Hey, I was well taken care of when I was in prison. I had so many homegirls and partners and family that took care of me. My kid's mother, like I didn't have to do shit. I didn't have to write a woman to beg for money. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But I did write a lot of letters for niggas who couldn't read or write to the same woman, the same exact letter. So I know how shit goes. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, no matter what you do, man, people gonna have something negative to say about you. People gonna try to defame you. Whenever you start getting bigger and bigger, my cousin, man, he been doing this shit for 10 years. And he been all around the world and he meet all the famous boxers and movie directors and shit. And he told me before I did this, he said, before I answered the question, do men in jail cheat? He said, you know what this come with, right? When you answer that question, you're going viral. And I said, I don't give a fuck. He said, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to have something negative to say about you. I said, well, I don't got nothing to hide. I don't have a fucked up past. I went to jail for fucking aggravated robbery. I did my time for aggravated robbery. Not no motherfucking domestic violence. The thing about me, man, I pray more than the pastor. And every day I know one thing. I know God don't bring you this far to tear you down. It's everything is something to all these trolls and all these the handful of motherfuckers that don't like me because I got more supporters than I got haters. All this is just a test to see if you're gonna let somebody fucking trick you out your position. They want me to get on this internet and every comment that I hate, they want me to start talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? They want me to be that person. You know what I'm saying? I can't be that person. I can't be that person. I can't I don't entertain people. Like I see these little platforms, they always got something to say. I said, I feel grateful that you trying to use me for a follow. Somebody asked me, does it piss you off that they do this and do that? And I said, get away from me. Move, nigga. Goddamn, my kinfolk dog, you need to get this ugly motherfucker. Anyway, so move. Go. This German Shepherd, he hairy as shit. Hey, so check this out. So I said, man, you know what? It makes me feel good that they wake up every morning and they make their entire day about me. It makes me feel good that I can wake up and be online without being on the internet. And I think it's sickening that I'm happy about you having something negative to say. Most people, like wholeheartedly, I feel great. I don't be feeling like, damn, they said this about me for what? You know what I'm saying? For what? They talked about Jesus Christ, nigga. Who are you? I don't care what you say about me. Nobody should. If I went to sleep every day worried about what you thought about me, God, don't let me wake up. Cause I don't care what you say about me. You don't pay my bills. I live a good life. I'm happy. You know, I got 4 beautiful fucking daughters that's taken care of. Like, I'm happy. I do this shit for them because I don't want them to grow up and fall in the same fucking cycle that a lot of women fell for, because women have great hearts and they always want to give somebody another chance and feel as though they changed and they're rehabilitated. Prison is not rehabilitating men. Prison is giving you tablets and you get to talk on the phone all the time and all this old shit. They make your time comfortable as possible so you can continue to come back and they can continue to make $1,500 a day off your ass.
That's true. And it's all money in politics.
It's a money in politics, man. I don't give a fuck about them. Like, I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like that girl Gina just came here. She was like, it's true. They muted her ass, but she was probably rocking with me, but I don't know. But I learned one thing, man. My supporters are like the want to meet. You can't get on my post and say shit negative. You can't say the wrong thing about me. You can't. It's just they gonna be trolling on your ass, and that makes me feel good because you know I have a lot of women message me at least 50, 60 times a day. Like, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
I have two. I have two. I've been there too when I shared my story. I had the same thing. My DMs were flooded. Like, damn. But so I hope that clears the air. I mean, I'm reading so I have some of my comments over here, and I mean, just being honest with you, like a lot of them are still like, nah, that's capping.
I don't
But
care. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care. They mad at me because they boyfriends is locked up and I'm speaking the truth. So everything I say has to be a lie to them. It has to be a lie to them, man. People not gonna like you because you live better than them. Thank you, Jesus. Because you look better than they boyfriends do. Thank you, Jesus. My kids look better than yours, and we're gonna bring the kids into it. People just not gonna like you, man. You can't worry about what they say. That's just how people are. They are delusional prison wives. They are delusional, and I feel sorry for them. I really do.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was delusion. I was
I feel so
delusional.
sorry for them. Know your worth. I
I
swear to
was.
God.
I
I
was. I
feel
was.
so I feel so sorry for them. I feel like you are pathetic, lonely, and miserable, and you need somebody to love you. And a woman likes to be loved. And if
Well,
she
I
can
wasn't
have a
pathetic,
man,
but
yeah, if
I'm
she
just
can
gonna
have a
be
man to
honest.
love her, that's all she ever wanted. Come on, man. So I understand that. Oh, I don't believe him. Hey, sweetheart, my life is not for you to understand. I don't care. You don't pay my bills. You don't lay on side of me at night. The only person that I gotta worry about that like me or not is my kids. I don't care
Right.
because you don't
Right.
like me. You don't know. You don't know my motherfucking story. Um, you don't know who I am as a person. You don't know that. Only thing you know is, oh, well, this guy said this and this person said that. Because when you start growing and you start becoming big, people have to find something to make you look bad about. They want
Right.
you to be down. And it kills them that I don't even respond to them. I
Right.
don't even I don't even scroll the internet. I don't even look at other people's posts. I get up and focus on me every day. You can't defame me, man, because I'm somebody without this internet. If you could take all my followers away, you can take YouTube away, and I'm still that nigga out here. I'm still that nigga. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing
So
you can do.
okay, so everybody on this platform knows you come on here, right? And you stay saying like about people's relationships, what they do in there, what they say in there, how they act towards you, how they treat you. You come on here every single day and you preach that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you do that because you've been inside and you see now that you've been inside, you see the inside? Because we don't see the inside. We only hear and see what they want to tell us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we got to live off of. Like today, a
Mm-hmm.
dude came, you know what I'm saying? You've seen it. We have never. We just know what they say. So do
Mm-hmm.
you see because you've been in it, you lived it, you know what I'm saying? Is that what
I
makes you
never, I
come
never,
out
I
here
never
like,
lived it. I was 18-year-old kid. I come from a neighborhood where I had a lot of homegirls. I had good partners, man, that was actually real niggas. A lot of them dead, a lot of them locked up, and some of them changed their life. Uh, I had, I had a good support system when I was locked up. That was my first time ever going to jail. I was a menace to society for 4 years before I ever got caught up for anything. And when I went to jail, my dad was in the Marines. He was getting checks every fucking month. He was blessing me. Uh, my sister that got killed in 2017, she was blessing me. Like my homegirl was blessing me. My partner was blessing me. I never had to. I never had to be placed in a situation where I had to write females and tell them I love them and I want to be with them for them to
but
send me money.
what
Women
I
just.
mean is like since you seen it, like you seen dudes doing it,
I
you
wrote
seen all
letters for
that.
niggas. I
So
wrote
like
letters for
is
niggas.
that what made you like because you wrote letters for these guys, right? Is that what made you like want to come out and share to these women like, y'all, this is what's really going on in there. This is like so that they don't get hurt. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
Like,
and not only that, I got 4 daughters. Like I keep telling y'all. And this is therapeutic for me because when I came home, I wasn't a great motherfucker. I thought I was ready. I didn't really take a relationship serious with my kid's mother until about the last 18 months of my incarceration. So I wanted to, and I had old heads in there telling me, "You not ready, King. You not ready." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am, nigga. You don't know I love my bitch like every nigga say." And I came home, and 3 months later, I turned her ass every which way. I was in the streets till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I came home to thousands of dollars, brand new car, nice clothes, a nice home. And for some reason, I couldn't stop myself because I felt like I missed so much. I missed so much. And it didn't just take me a couple of years to get my shit together. It took years. Like a few years ago before I was like, "You sloppy, man. You need to get your shit together." And then I kept having daughters. So it was like, damn, would I want my daughter to bring me through the front door? Right? Would I want my daughter to file for a nigga that's incarcerated because it was something that I didn't teach her? Not saying that a man in jail is not a good person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if she chose to deal with a man that's an ex-convict, I'm an ex-convict. If he changed his life and he want to get his shit together, I would help her help this nigga. What is it that he want to do? If that's who you love, let's help him. Because I have to accept anybody that they choose to be with. But if I can prevent her from getting on the internet and going looking for somebody, it's a difference. If you met that man before he went to prison, you got a better chance. You got a better chance. You know, he's not going to be the same when he get out. He's not going to be that person that you was with when he went to jail. I don't care how good of a career y'all had, how big of a business y'all ran, how much y'all love each other. Prison does something to your mind. On a mental note, you are a completely different person. You might not even like the new him when he come home. He might not even like the new you. So I'm not saying fuck these inmates. They ain't shit. I'm saying be his friend. Be his friend, man, until he get released. That's all I'm asking you to do. Give him a chance to get out because we psych ourselves out to believe that we are really in love with you because we think we are. We think we really in love with you. We are in love with the mental being of you, the hope that you're gonna be there when we get out, the phone conversations, to know that we not single, that we got somebody on the outside. And then when we get out and we realize there's more candy in the fucking store, you know, you have to be a strong-minded person. And I'm not saying it don't happen. I just never seen it. And it's a needle in a haystack that you're going to find a man that's going to come home and they can work them kinks out with you and you're going to be able to put up with it. That you're going to be able to say, I can deal with this. Because every man got a problem. It's just about what man problems you choose to deal with. Some women rather deal with a cheating man than a man that's a pedophile and all this other shit. Some women rather deal with a fucking in any fucking conversation. It's gonna be either he gonna be good at sex and he gonna be a unhandsome man, or he gonna be a handsome man. He not good at sex. You like, fuck, I need this. He gonna treat you good and he can't do that good. So it's always gonna be a bad and good in every fucking scenario. You know what I'm saying? So. It's the same thing with inmates, man. We get out and we don't realize that, you know, that we are different. We are completely different people. I wrote letters for dudes in prison that couldn't read or write. I remember writing these letters for this dude, man, out of H-Town. He was a millionaire, man, and literally a hood millionaire, and he couldn't read or write. And I asked him, I said, "Damn, you can't read or write?" He said, "You don't have to know how to read to count money." And he would always have me writing all these different women, and he would hook everybody up that was on his pod with different women, you know. And I always had great penmanship, you know what I'm saying? And I would write the letters for him. And sometimes he'll be like, you know, he would always be like, these fucking dogs, man. He would always be like, hey, fuck it, just send him. I'll be like, what you want me to tell her? He'd be like, send them all the same letter. Fuck it. And I'm like, what? I had a guy come on my podcast, and this young lady just came in here and she said, not all men. Sweetheart, I feel so sorry for y'all, man. I swear to God, I became passionate about this shit, man, because to clear the air, man, when I first started doing this, I was asked a question about, do men in prison cheat? And I had never seen a faithful man in prison. Whether he had a bunch of women writing him or or whether he was messing with a CO, or whether he had a punk in there. You know, I never seen nobody faithful, you know, and I seen them go to visitation hall and kiss and hug all on their wives, you know, when I'm going to see my family, and I'm like, damn, bro, you a sour ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? And the point I'm trying to make is, man, just be careful, man, and stop putting all your fucking eggs in one basket. Be his fucking friend. You sitting out here, man, we don't get time back. You can die to fucking tomorrow, and what you gonna do? Die unhappy? Because no woman, man, that's incarcerated, she is not fucking happy. If she is, she need to go get her damn brain checked. She need to go get her brain checked, because something is really wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be his friend, because there are some good. I met a lot of great guys in the penitentiary that were actually good people. I don't know about their relationship status. That I'm not saying that they wasn't right multiple women. I'm saying they were good people around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that they were good people around me. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that I approved of anything they was doing. I was a fucking kid. I just seen it. I didn't start speaking on this shit until I got my shit together. Once I got my shit together, then I was like, now it's time to talk about it. I didn't come on the internet, first of all, talking about prison wives. This shit just happened a month ago. I just hit 17 million views in 2 months. And it didn't all come from prison wives. You see what I'm saying? So when people try to say, he made his whole platform, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. But when I made a video and it did numbers, honestly, I was like, I need to speak on this again. I'm going to do more numbers. After that second video, when I realized, when I started getting all these inboxes and people was like, thank you so much. Everything you said was true. I found this out. I found that out. When I realized I was helping people, that's what prompted me to say, I'm going to keep doing it. Because anybody who know me, I'll give you the shirt off my fucking back. I feel like I can help everybody. I got a weak ass heart when it comes to helping people. So once I seen I was helping people, that's what prompted me to keep doing this shit. It was never about how much money I can make off of TikTok. How much, because TikTok pays you good, but they don't pay you worth of all the fucking screaming and hollering you do at the phone all day. They don't pay you that. Maybe $4 or $5 grand a month. Okay, that ain't no money. See what I'm saying? That damn show can't cover everything I gotta fucking pay. See what I'm saying? And so people always try to say, you using this for money. You using women's trauma. Hey, man, you mean to tell me these women have no platform where they can come on and talk about what the fuck they going through, whether it be good or bad? They don't have it. And they get to come on there and they not time to tell their whole life story in 5 fucking minutes. You know what I'm saying? So do you think I give a fuck about the delusional ass women who don't like me? Y'all are just a small few of the millions of motherfuckers that love me. See what I'm saying? So you think I care? Because you over there, he's lying. He's not this. He's really a somebody different. I don't care what you think. Go back to your trailer park or your mini apartment and live your best life. If you worried about doing better in life as much as you worried about King, you will probably be doing a lot better for your damn self. Broke ass. That shit is sad and depressing, especially when you done touched the penitentiary. Hey, it's nobody ever in my city gonna ever come out and say King fake, King a fraud, King is a liar, King never did this. He's never been in never gonna come out of my motherfucking city, Texas, period. Cause I did time with over 20,000 inmates. Nobody, it's niggas who follow me on here that always go in the comments and say, I can vouch for that. And I tell them, hey bro, you ain't gotta respond to them. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. We don't care about they poor ass in the comments. We don't care. That's your fault that your life is in a shambles, not mine.
So let me ask: Does it bother you that women go and date inmates? Does that trigger you or bother you in some type of way?
What bothers me is I got daughters, man, and so I feel like I need to preach this shit because I know the statistics of a relationship actually working once they release is very fucking slim. And my worst fear is for my daughter to be out here one day so lonely and depressed. Not even depressed, just lonely and just like, fuck, nothing ever worked out for me out here. Maybe I want to reach out to a man. I want her to set her standards so high that she never stoops that low to be able to go looking for it, because the right person gonna find your ass. He is going to find you, man. I never want them. And so yes, it bothers me that I got all daughters, and it's a possibility that one of them could be one of them one day. Like I genuinely feel terribly fucking sorry for them, man. I feel sorry for them, and they glorify it. My man is in jail, and he's this and he's that, and when he gets out, and I'm just like, you happy about that shit? You made a whole platform about your husband being in jail. You know what really killed him? When me and Emma hashed our beef.
Mm.
It hurts the internet's feelings. And she tell me all the time, I honestly understand you now. I understand you. And it's not because I went through something. Maybe your delivery is a little harsh, but I understand you. She said, she came on my podcast on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I held a 2-hour phone conversation with her on some real shit. Wasn't no everybody in my comments, yeah, they probably screwing. We had a genuine conversation on some real woman to man type shit. Why I felt the way. We talked about everything. Everything me and you just talked. We talked about everything. It was never no nah, for real, B. He said, I tell my daughter the same thing. I monitor every dude she bring around. That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? The YouTube link is in my bio, y'all. The YouTube link is in my bio, y'all. It's like 300 people over here in my chat.
No, I feel it. Like, you know, I never seen myself being with someone incarcerated. It just happened, right?
It just happens.
It just happened, and I wasn't even looking for it. That just also happened too, because I was in a former relationship before, and my dad also has 4 daughters. I'm the baby out of all of them, right?
Hold
But
on. Hey, why did y'all block Liz? Why did y'all block Liz? Y'all need to unblock fucking Liz, man. She said she chose the bear, and they blocked her. Why the fuck did y'all block Liz? Hey, don't block nobody in the comments, y'all. They good, man. Even the trolls. Liz is not a fucking troll.
but yeah, like, my dad has 4 kids, right? And I'm the youngest, and um my I didn't really, yes, I had uncles and family in prison and stuff before, but he never like spoke to me about that type of stuff, right? So when it happened with me, they were just like, be careful, right?
Yeah.
So as time, they seen letters coming in, and they seen this, that, and that, other coming in, right? And then as time gone by, they seen that it started becoming something. It started becoming something serious. So then that's when they were like, you got to be
Yeah.
careful. It's prison talk. Just watch out. And me, as you
Oh,
call, as you
100%.
call the female, as you calling all the females, Delulu, here comes Delulu, me, right? And I'm like, no,
Yeah,
like,
because you.
this is who I love. You're not gonna tell me no different. I'm gonna rock it out. I'm here. He ain't showing me that he's cheating on me. He's not giving me red flags. Like, I was like, this is my man. This is who I'm gonna marry. We talked about it. We planned our kids. We planned a house. We planned. This is my man. Nobody could tell me no different. So I was definitely in those the Lulu shoes, as you call it, and I defended him to the T. Even though I had people like, hey, he's gonna use you. Hey, when he come home, he's not gonna want you. Hey, when he come home, he gonna want to be out there in the field because he been down for so long. But again, I was like, that's my man. Like, y'all could tell me whatever in the world you want, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do me. And if I gotta get hurt, then let me get hurt. And that's exactly what happened. He came home,
And you was
and
down for
it's
him for
true.
10 years.
Yes, 10 years I held it down. Yes, faith, like, I was there. I was
For
there.
sure, Brenda.
And when he came home, is it true that when he came home, it was someone I didn't know? It was 100% true, because
Completely
I
different person.
myself, yes, I myself
Let me
looked
let me
into
let me
his
ask you a
face.
question, and I don't mean to cut you out, but when
Go
he
ahead,
came
go
through
ahead.
that door and you hugged him, did it feel different than the hug when you went to go see him?
The hug felt the same, but the energy changed. The moment after a while going around his people, his family, that's when it all just changed. And so I looked into his face one day, and I told him, I wish you were still locked up. I wish you were still in prison
So
because
you can
who the
feel
hell
what you
are you
felt.
today? Who I don't know who you are. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so there is I do agree when you say that when they come home they're all not the same. It's true. Especially being down as long he did 15 and a half years. So
Mm-hmm.
especially being down like that, yes, he was buff. He was all tatted. He was handsome, fresh haircut still every week. Like he was that person and he wanted to go out there and explore and he did. And unfortunately I got played. I got
Mm-hmm.
cheated on and I'm not ashamed to come on here and say that because it's a real life story that happened to me. And so I do agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Where some men come home and it's not who they are. It's really
Mm-hmm.
not.
And it might
But
not happen the same month, the same year,
mhm.
but eventually it happens. So
Mine
we don't.
happened the same year, and it happened. We only lasted like four, close to 5 months, the max,
See,
until he
now
started
Liz
acting
done went to my
different.
YouTube channel and said somebody blocked her. That's fucked up. Liz a good person.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to go to your unblock list, but
I don't even
that's
know how
why
to
I
go
was
to the unblock
asking
list.
you.
Somebody
It's in
go
your
unblock
settings.
Liz.
It's in your settings, but that's why I was asking you from you being in prison and you seeing what happens in there, is that what made you want to come and voice it out to these women like I seen
No,
this
my
and this can
kids.
happen, be careful.
My
That's
kids.
why I was asking you that. Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah,
but
because
that's why I was
who
asking.
who would you see what you just went through?
Hmm.
Now imagine your child going through some shit like that when you watch it happen.
No, I would definitely not want my kids to go through what I went through. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Do I regret it? I regret 10 years of my life being wasted, yes, because by
Mm-hmm.
now I probably could have had a family. I could have had kids. Who knows, right? But I don't regret the experience and I don't regret what I did learn. And I don't regret, I don't regret that. Yes, I did love him and I don't regret that I loved him at all. You know what I'm saying? But I gained from it. I will say I gained from it because I didn't know my worth at the time. I didn't know that I didn't know I was a queen. I didn't know I was a valued person, loved. I didn't know none of that. I didn't. But
Yeah.
until he made me feel all of that because of the wording that he gave me, the support that he gave me, you know what I'm saying? The whole I miss you, I can't wait to see you, like all that good stuff, great conversation. But when it happened to us, when it happened to me, when he got home and it happened, that's when and that's why I say I don't regret a lot of it because it's a blessing to me because now I see like I'm worth it. I'm valued and
Mm-hmm.
I'm worth, there's no man that can compare to the love, the amount of my father and God giving me. But now I know my value and now I know not to give it to I'm not saying men in prison are less of a person, but
Yeah.
what I went through, yes. Now I know not to give it to less than a person because at the end of the day, a man in prison don't have much to offer you. And I'm not hating on anyone that's in it
But
because I did
this,
y'all shoes. I did the shoes, right? I did the shoes, so I'm not here hating on nobody because I'm an OG of being in those shoes, right? But a man in there don't, and it happens for men out here as well. There's men out here who don't have their priorities right, who don't
it's
have
just
their
worse in
mindset
there
right.
because that's all you. It's just worse in
It's
there because
time. It's
we
time.
think we love it. We think as an inmate when a woman is writing you, that shit fucks with your mental. It gives you
Right.
hope. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't block you, Liz. One of my moderators did, but I had to go unblock you. When you locked up, you will convince yourself. I watched a lot of dudes be like I would ask them, damn, bro, she a good. Like when I be writing these women back for him, and I'll be like, damn, bro, you got a good ass woman, bro. That's gonna. And it was crazy because it wasn't just youngsters; it was older women. Now you have to keep in mind this wasn't
He
so.
did.
This wasn't so common when I was doing time because these niggas got it easy now. When I was doing time, you didn't have tablets and phones. That shit didn't come about until the fucking iPhone 6
Right.
came out. So what they would do is they would be sitting up talking to they celly. She would be writing somebody. They'd be like, write me. They'd be like, boy, you got a wife writing you. They'd be like, nigga, so What's up? She fine. Lusting over a woman is being unfaithful. Fornicating over another woman's picture is being unfaithful. Talking to a C-ho in a sexual way is being unfaithful. So before you try to say mine is 100% faithful, it's all kind of ways to cheat. You are
Right.
in love with the mental being of a woman that she can provide for you, that she can talk to you and give you hope. Because sometimes we lose hope. You
No,
know,
for sure.
for
And it's not an easy journey because for us women who chose that life to be there with somebody incarcerated, we're on program with them. You know, we're doing the journey with them.
that's a fact.
I know at 7 o'clock, I knew my phone was ringing. I
You know
knew
what I'm saying?
before 9 o'clock, I knew my phone was ringing. You know what I'm saying? On the weekends by 12, I knew my phone was ringing. Like I knew, when I was getting that call. I knew when I was getting hit up with, hey, Ken, I'm blessed and I'm thankful to say that I didn't have to financially put so much into it because his family was definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
They would send me the money and I would do his packages. But at the end of the day, like, I understand why a lot of these women, because like I said, being a former, I understand why a lot of these women do get upset at you. I
Mm-hmm.
do because I've been in those shoes, right?
You don't
Because
want it to
before
be true.
right, exactly. And before, I probably would have been upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, now he got me all the way messed up
And, see,
because
and, they, and you need to tell them too. This woman said, "What about the ones you don't have to provide for?" I said, "You can be used in more ways than money.
right.
You are
You
emotional support, a place to parole to, goddamn me, hope, phone conversations, visits. It don't matter if he not you don't have to send him money. Why is he sending me money then if he don't care about me? What you mean? You're an investment. I have to keep her here. I can't really do nothing with this money that I'm getting in here. I gotta send it to somebody. And for the ladies out there that's happy about your man sending you money, first of all, let's make this clear. Prison does not pay you enough money to send out money that can pay bills. So if your man is sending you money and he gets caught up, your ass is going to the penitentiary. They don't give a fuck if you just accepting the money. If they find out that that man been sending you money and you've been accepting it, you are going to prison on a conspiracy charge. It's called money laundering, sweetheart. You are going to jail. So stop getting on the internet, and I'm telling you this free game. Stop getting on the internet talking about my man takes care of me and he sends me money and he do this. Hey man, I don't know who watched me, man. You are going to jail. Stop it. You dry ass telling on yourself. You going to prison, man. You didn't see the girl who went on here and was going on a run every day telling me how, oh, she hope I go back to jail and I'm not shit. And all of a sudden, she just went to prison for trying to take her boyfriend some dope. She got on this internet every day and projected jail on me. Now
someone
look at her
just
dumb ass.
said someone said that her one of her friends got murdered
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah. They don't
But
understand because they get so them men get you so caught up in they fast life and telling you, you know what I'm saying?
see, unfortunately for me, he never sent me money.
That's a fact, B.
He just sent me letters and cards. And then I want to say 3 years before he got out is when he finally sent me, which it's whatever, a bouquet of roses for my birthday. And when I got those, like, on all honesty, I was like, I get it, right? A lot of men in prison don't have money to just say, hey, I'm sending my girl money or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, my ex didn't send me nothing, but besides that one time. So when I got those roses, I literally thought to myself, he could have just kept those because why send them to me now when you really about to get out? And I've done all this time for you. I fought for this. I stopped transfers for him. I got credits for him that they cheated him on. Like, I did a lot behind the scenes. And it was like, all I got was some roses. Was I grateful? I was grateful because I was shocked when I came home and there was a box, a surprise box for me. Yes. But at the end of the day, I was like, I don't need your roses.
Mm-hmm.
I could give me my own roses. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, of course, I accepted them. They were here already delivered. But at the end of the day, it was like, Why? Why now? Why three
You know,
years
this is a
before you about to come
you
home?
know what? This is an epidemic, man. If you think about it, like somebody just said in the comments, and I never really looked at it that way, but it's a fucking epidemic. It's like COVID. Like every fucking where you look, prison wife this, prison wife. I'm a prison wife, and this is what I do. And I'm just like, are you happy about that shit? This is a fucking epidemic. It's like COVID done hit in prison wife terms. Everybody is a fucking prison wife. And we ain't talking about, oh, if this is his first time, you know, he made a mistake and you held it down for him. He came home and he changed his life. And I get so pissed off because I'm like, I did it. I don't run the streets and gang bang and shoot them up, bang bang, and sell dope. I don't have to do that no more. Why can't a lot of other men do it? Because they make up the excuse that it's hard out here. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. So I can get on this internet freely every day with peace and know that it's millions of people that watch me and say wholeheartedly, I don't have nothing illegal going on. You see what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy too, because now I'm thinking right now, right? And I'm thinking like, man, people from also the outside world, right? There's a lot of women who their man is free and they're still in prison at home because they
Still
got
in prison.
control. They still got control of you. They tell you what to do, how to look. Don't wear makeup today. Why you wearing that? Go change.
Mhm.
They still in prison at their own house, and they
I
man
think
is free.
yeah, some do it to a certain extent because I think I'm still like that. I'll probably be like, damn, why the fuck you got that shit all up in your ass, or where shit like that. That's just a man. We just
No,
but if you
that's
say
like low key different. But when you're like I seen you looking at him like tripping. You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't pick up the phone like lightweight, like tripping, that control type freak? That's still kind of being in
I
prison
was
right
when
there
I
too.
first came home, I had it bad. If she went to the store could be across the street. You got to talk to me on the phone the whole way, and it wasn't that. It's just I'm so used to always having being able to get on this phone with you. And a lot of relationships change, like you say, in prison because when an inmate gets out, that woman says he's different because she used to having him on that phone. She know where he's at on the weekend. He's right
That's
here. He's in
me for
prison.
sure.
But when he gets out and he can move around, I'm gonna say this one more time. For all y'all that don't like me because y'all know I'm telling the truth, I feel terribly sorry for you. Seriously, I feel terribly sorry for you, and I don't hope that your relationship don't work. I hope it's perfect. I hope everything you ever wanted out of your relationship works out. That's not the point I'm making. What I'm telling you is be cautious and stop putting so much into this shit. Y'all telling these men, y'all stop your whole fucking life for this shit. My daughters is not growing up like that. She is not growing up like that now. Now, for any one of them motherfuckers is not gonna grow up like that because it's not worth it, man. You lucky to live 70 years. You lucky. But to your time is up tomorrow and your last dying breath, my husband is locked up. He not right here with you because you was too busy holding it down for his ass. Look at their ass and they're getting in trouble.
I can hear it.
They ain't on
No,
their ass right now.
that cell phone is also was a big problem and when he came home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually where I caught him cheating on me was a picture in his cell phone, right? But that cell phone definitely was. It was one of the biggest problems when he came home. And like I told you when we first went live ever together, for
Mm-hmm.
those that are new or whatnot, it went from him allowing me to touch his phone, to help him on his phone. Because when they come home from prison, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they like little kids. They don't know technology, and so now everything's touch phone and all this. That you got to teach them everything, y'all. So when I was teaching him, of course, it was like I was helping him. I was on his phone. He was showing me text messages. He was like allowing me to reply to the people texting, and then it went from that to easily and quickly, literally quickly hiding the phone,
Mm-hmm.
leaving it on vibrate. Man, don't trip who's texting me. Man, it ain't your phone. Don't trip. Man, get out of here. What you trying to look at? It
Mm-hmm.
went instantly to that. And
Well,
that's when I knew it was funny.
I'm gonna tell you, it took me about Damn, my kids Annie in there screaming at their ass. Look, it took about a month, 2 months.
It can't
And
be anyone, but I'm talking about my experience though, user 210.
people, I told you that.
No,
Don't.
I know. I'm speaking on my experience, but they're like, it could be anyone. And I'm like, no, it can't
You
be, but
know
I'm
why
speaking on me.
people keep saying that because they don't want to believe that it's their man in the jail. I dropped the video right before I just went live, and I said, since your man is so faithful in prison, all y'all drop y'all niggas names in my comments and let's see who are writing the same person. Let's find out. Let's find out because it's too many delusional ass women out here that don't know they work, that don't understand that, sweetheart, you are a beautiful woman. It's more women out here that got, in this day and age, they got great fucking careers. They money motivated. They taking care. Close it up. God damn. They got great careers. They got businesses. They doing their thing, and they waste all their time and energy on a nigga in the penitentiary.
I will vouch for myself and I will vouch for every woman who's watching and who has been hurt. It does, the ones with the biggest hearts and the ones that will ride for their man inside and out and in the streets, they the ones that get done so wrong and hurtful. Because let me tell y'all, when I say I rode and I did this and I wore his face, his heart on my sleeve, I mean that. I meant that. And
Mm-hmm.
so I will say that the ones who ride for their man, whether they did 20 years, whether they did whatever years for this man, and the same thing for the streets. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They the ones, the most realist women are the ones who get hurt. And speaking from my experience, me knowing that I was real to him and me knowing what I done and this, that, and the other with him and for him, right? It literally brought to where I'm not saying I don't ever want to date again. I'm not saying I don't ever want to be with anybody again. But what I am saying, it brought me to reality. To my eyes are open to where when I love hard. That's just who I am, right? But now I look at a man and I'm like, I really got to get to feel you. I got to really know you before I can tell you I love you and just give you my heart again. Because I've learned, because of being with someone in prison, I have learned that your heart is gold. Your
Mm-hmm.
heart is valued. You are valued. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just you give it to everybody. Just because somebody tells you I love you, don't necessarily mean they really love you. They love what you're doing for them. They love the attention. They love what you're giving. They love your time. They love the affirmation, the reassurance. That's what they love. A lot of people, I could tell you right now, man, Jay, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that you give it. And you guys, this is an example, so don't take it serious, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, Jay, I love you. But do I love you like that? No, but I love that you on live. I love that you sending me cash out.
I,
I love
I
that.
love you
You know what
enough
I'm
if something
saying?
happened and I'll be hurt. Like not I'm in love
Exactly.
with you. Like people know it's too like I don't
But
know. I
a
think
lot
you
of people who want that love, who are seeking it so hard, they gonna take that I love you, and some of them take it heavy, and some of them take it lightly.
hey,
And the
let me
ones
tell
that
you
want it
something.
are gonna run with it.
Let me tell you something though, you work.
What's up?
Do me one favor. From
What
now
is
on,
that?
when you drop your videos, I need you to put that same energy into your fucking videos.
You're right. I
Because you
agree
be
with you
dropping
on
some
that.
gems when you drop your videos, but you be just sitting back and I'll be like, if she don't just break out of her fucking character and just like, man.
Bro, I'll be at work tired when I do some of my videos. I be in a car
Nah,
posted,
fuck that, man, because
but I do have it in me. I know I do. You're right. I agree with you on
it just came out. I just seen it. All you
that.
gotta do is that same energy. People always be like, how do you make them believe? They
No,
only gonna
I
believe as much
know.
as you believe. Make them
No,
fucking
I
believe.
feel
Just
it.
that shit you just said to me. Don't say no more. You need to make that video. That need to be a video. Because that
I
shit right
got
there
you.
was the realest shit ever. When people be like, "Oh, well, I look." No, you don't.
No,
No, you
I
don't.
got you.
Nah, that same
But it's
energy.
true.
Man, it's
You
no
know, it's true.
coincidence that every video I post jumping 10, 20, 50, 3, 400,000 views. Because when you passionate about something and you are passionate about what you're doing, you can tell because when you do your videos, you tell the truth. Just you gotta put that emphasis on it and make them listen to you.
You hear me? No, just kidding.
Nah, for real, because if I would have came out and I would have been like, look out, Prison Wives, nobody wouldn't have watched me. But when they felt like
No,
I
I
was
feel
talking to
it.
them, when they felt like I was talking to them, that's when they came out like, whoa, what the fuck? Prison Wives, what the fuck this nigga talking about? He tripping. But oh shit, he telling the truth. So never
But you know
worry
what?
about.
You do also have that like that deep aggressive type of voice where it is gonna grab a room's attention. Like, hello, you know what I'm saying? You do have that, but I do get
Mhm.
what you're saying. I do. I feel it. I feel it.
Nah,
And you're
drop
right.
that
You're
shit,
right.
man. Drop that
No,
shit, man,
you're right.
because
You're right.
you gotta be, if you're gonna be, if you already up, your following going up, you gotta just be um like passionate. Like, and even though you are, they got to know you passionate about this, because they only gonna support you as much as they feel like you believe in yourself. It's like saying I'm gonna open a business and they like, what have you done for me to invest in you? I don't see what you I
Yeah,
got
no,
people
it's just
messaging me trying to give me money to get a hand into the podcast. I'm like, yeah, that 10, 20,000 look good right now, but holler at me in 6 months when I'm at 100,000 subs. Then we can talk about it, because you you have to be passionate about anything you do. That's how you get, once you become passionate about what you're doing, nothing nobody can say or do is gonna make you feel bad about what the fuck you doing.
no,
Nothing.
I've been like that on some of my lives, and people be like, damn, I feel like I'm in church, or are you preaching up in here? But
That's what I'm saying. Your
I
lives, you
do
be into that shit.
I do.
But you drop a video and you just get laid back. I'm like, what
It's
is she?
because I'm in my car and look, I wake up at 4 in the morning every day, right? I commute. I work a physical job too. So when I do my videos, I'm at work and my energy's already done been taken inside the job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do get what you're saying. You're right. You're right. And everybody here is agreeing with you. So you're
No,
right.
son. You gotta do your shit. Like, I don't look
Nah,
at
you're
people's
right.
lives. I really don't scroll my timeline sometimes, because I be so focused on. I'll be on other shit. Like, I'll be looking at my shit and I'll be watching numbers and I'll be checking the algorithm and see when the best time to do this. And, like, this shit is strategic. If a person think I'm at 80,000 followers in 6 months just playing, if you think I did 5,000 subs on YouTube in 2 weeks, bullshitting, authentic subs, no promotion, no sponsors, it's because when you become passionate about something, you research that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You research that shit. You find out. You figure out, this has got to do this. I got to post. Like you said, I get up at 4 in the morning. You got to say, okay, well, when I go on lunch, I need to check. Okay, I'm going to drop some. Okay, what would I be doing if I was up at 8 o'clock in the morning? I probably be looking
Right.
on my
Right.
phone. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm laying down at 10 o'clock at night watching TV, I'm probably scrolling on my phone. Okay, let me post something. You have to keep putting it in a fucking head. And every time they make a video about me, you see how most of it's done died down because they ran out of shit to talk about. Well, damn, he already told us everything about himself, so it's nothing else we can put out about him. Well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
they have nothing else negative to say about me besides, not all men are the same. Not my unicorn. Yes, your unicorn. He is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same. He is the
No, I
same.
feel it. I feel it.
Nah, you gotta be on that shit, man. That's why I was like, man, fuck that. Let me go and get this interview. Let me go and get on here so we can go and get this shit. Because and everybody over here, y'all need to go follow her page, man. Go follow her page. Everybody over here, man, type done in the comments, man. Y'all go follow her page, man. We gotta get her out that
And
600 zone.
and honestly, y'all, like for those that are going through it or been through it, I mean, y'all can always also hit me up, y'all. Like I said, I did 10 years with him, guys. 10 years. I wasted all my 20s up until I was 34 years old with this man,
Mm-hmm.
literally. And I was with him 10 years. We were together for 7. We were friends for 3. We started off with as friends for 3 years. We did.
Who took it to
And
the next level?
he did. He did. He did. Yes. And and in those 3 years, I didn't go straight to visit him. I said, when I'm comfortable enough, because like I said, that's prison scene was never for me, you know? When I'm comfortable enough to go onto a prison ground, then I will come visit you. When you move closer, I will come visit you. Because I wasn't at that time. Being my friend, no, I was not driving 5 hours to see you. No, hell no, I was not wasting my gas for you. Nope. You could keep writing me at my house. You could keep calling me on my phone. That's fine because he had a cell phone at the same time as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not driving 5 hours. When I met him, he was 5 hours away, and I said, "I'll be damned. No, I'm not. I'm not waking up at 3 to leave my house by 6 to be there by no, 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 sir." So he said, "Okay." He was okay. He did move closer. He moved about 2 hours closer, and that's when I was like, and that was what that was the three years of knowing him. He ended up moving, and that's when I was like, okay, now we've been talking, we've been friends for 3 years. Now I don't mind going to visit you. I don't. Now, it's been that long, why not? Was I
Hey,
nervous as hell? Yeah.
have you heard from him recently since what I'm saying, all this shit?
So funny that you asked that. So I actually have a family friend who works with his god sister, who my sister went to her house, to the family friend's house last weekend. And she happens to tell my sister, "Oh, I work with his god sister. And, he's over a lot." Come to find out, and mind you guys, make it clear, I have not heard from this man in almost 3 years, okay? Come to find out, he tells her, "I'm TikTok famous." He's seen me. The funny thing, I said, I'm glad that he thinks he's TikTok famous in a good way, because he's TikTok famous and looking like an asshole and just like one of those men who do come home from prison and tell you the dream and tell you the stories, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so honestly, I laughed when I heard that. I laughed and I was like, wow, I'm glad he sees himself on here. I mean, honestly, I didn't care. It's my story as well. But I have not physically talked to him, no. Have I
Yeah, but
physically seen him? No.
he see you still smiling and doing your thing, so it is what it is.
Exactly. So
That's the worst part.
yeah. So I was like, let him think what he wants. That's fine. But like I said, and in a lot of people's eyes on here, he's not TikTok famous, as he says, in a positive perspective. Just one of them guys that came home from prison and sold me a dream and sold me, promises that never were meant at all. Actually, I just so I have a stack right here of his letters and cards, right? And I'm gonna burn them soon, and pictures as well, and I'm gonna burn them. And I came across, I was looking for something yesterday, right? I was applying for a second job, and I was looking for something. So I said, let me look in that stack because there's hella paper. So I looked, and I came across 2 postcards, and it was the beach, and it was, the sand and palm trees. And in the back of that postcard, he said, "I can't wait to take you here. I can't." The other one was like, "If you act right." And I laughed, and I'm like, yeah, this goes to show and tell, this is, what I'm saying, the promises he gave me that never were happened.
At the time when he sent you
The
that
dreams.
postcard and he said, "I'm gonna take you here," you was in a trance.
Oh, I was like, oh. Let me tell you, he done called me, and I was like, hello. I was like, hey, babe. Right? Every time he called me, and I'm sure this goes for all the prison wives and ex-prison wives in here. When your man from prison call you, you're hella juice. You like, hey, you tell your homie, hey, hold on, my man calling, right? Because that was me for sure. And when I got that, he called me, and I was like, "Hi, babe," because I was always excited, right? I was like, "Hi, babe," and he was like, "Hey, you, what you doing?" And I was like, "I got your postcards today." I said, "We really going there? Because I can't wait." He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you there. Why not? You deserve it. Everything you done for me, rocking for me." He goes, "You the one that got the title." Yeah, of course. But when he came home, I mentioned all this stuff to him. I said, "I can't wait for all this stuff that we gonna do." And it wasn't a phase to him. It wasn't like an excitement moment for him as it was when he was in prison doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so when he walked through that front door and you hugged him, you was like, finally.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
How long was it after he was released? Look at me interviewing you. How long was it when he was released that you been like, fuck this shit ain't what's up?
To be honest with you, I didn't have that thought until the end,
I'm
because
talking about how long was he with you before you?
how long was he with me before I was like, this is like not gonna happen or not gonna work out? I didn't have that thought
You
until
thought
the ending.
we're gonna work this shit out?
I said, this is who I'm marrying. I got the ring on the finger. This is who I'm seeing. This is it. Like, baby, we getting married. This is it. Like, for real. Until the ending, when I seen his changes, when I seen him acting different, when I seen his lies, when I seen his body language, when I seen him go from being in prison and sweet talking me to being aggressive talking, and like, that type of man, get out of here type. That's when I was like, oh, this might not go far. This might not go where I wanted to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because I
How long
was,
before he started acting different?
oh, it was like the next day.
Are you fucking serious?
No, actually, I'm lying. It was the first day, the
So the
first
first
night.
day you was like, damn, this nigga acting weird.
I was, but then I was trying to give him grace because
So
he,
y'all didn't. So when he came home, y'all didn't go do y'all honeymoon thing or nothing.
we went home. He came home. We went to his family's house because they threw a function for him. That night, we went to a telly and we showered together. Sorry y'all, if it's TMI. I'm just keeping it raw, cut and real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we showered together, right? And we got out the shower and he laid in bed and I'm like, "Ooh, it's about to be that time, right?" Because
Mhm.
hell nah, bro. I was like,
Man, get off the bullshit.
this. I said, "Babe," and he was like, "Yeah." I said, "You talked a good one on the phone for 10 years," and then I said, "What happened to you piping down and all this stuff? Remember the pipe and all this stuff you was telling me, you was giving me on the phone? Remember all that?" He's like, "I'm tired. I just got out today. I had a long drive. I had a long day." And I said, "And what's that got to do with it? You can go to bed
It's
after."
10 years in prison. He come home. Y'all go visit his family. Go back to the motel. Take a shower. This fool lay down and say, "I'm tired." What was you
And
thinking?
then
What was going through
because
your
I was
head?
pressing it,
Huh?
well, what was going on in my head was he a damn lie. Like instantly, like he a damn lie. What happened to I'm piping it down? What happened to this, that, and the other? What happened to if it feel, woo woo woo, I'm just gonna woo woo. Like what happened, right? So because I was like telling him like, man, you just all talk type shit. That's when he got up and he did what he did. But let me tell y'all,
Oh,
he did what he
so once you kept telling him, man, you just all talk. That's when he was finally like, fuck it, come on.
yep. But it was
Was the
like,
energy there that you felt like was supposed to be there during that time?
no. So when
We want
okay,
the
so
nitty gritty. You interviewed me, so I want to know the shit.
all right, now I'm getting interviewed, y'all, but I'm gonna keep it real cut because I ain't got nothing to hide because this might help a lot of people.
Facts.
But listen, so when we was there in the bed and okay, so in prison, he wanted me to get married to him, right? And I know why. Obviously, we all know why, right? They want to have love and do all that, but then we agreed not to get married because we didn't want to wear them ugly blues and whatever. We wanted a real, wedding, right? So after that, he kept saying how he couldn't wait to come home because he gonna pipe it down. He gonna do this. He gonna do that, and you might even get pregnant the first night. Like he telling me all this stuff, right? I said, okay, I'm gonna keep your word to it. He said, well, I'm gonna keep your word to what you saying about it too. Okay, fine, bet, keep it. That's fine. I ain't tripping. So when he came home and we were in the bedtime in the bed now, he took a shower. He just lay there on his phone, went straight to the phone. And I'm like, so this is what we doing? Okay, fine, bet. So I got on my phone for a little bit, and then I was bothered in my head. I was bothered. I was like, damn, he talked a good one. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna take care of business, and when he come home, this and that. But he's showing me different right now. So he finally put the phone down because I ended up talking shit to him like, Like nigga, like you talk, like you, but what, like and so he got up, he put the phone down, he got up, and obviously he went on top of me, whatever, and it wasn't, and I always told him this, I want somebody who's going to not treat me like I'm a one night stand. I want
Mm-hmm.
passionate love. Make me feel that you want me. Make me feel that love. Make me feel that, you know what I'm saying? That secure, like make me feel you. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling your real heart to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay, always told me no problem. I got you. It's going we in this. All right, cool. Well, when that night happened, I didn't get that. I felt like I was his one night stand. There was nothing passionate. There was nothing
Just
intimate
straight quick and
about it.
gone.
It
Quick and
was
done.
straight. Yes. Maybe,
You didn't even get
I don't
off.
know. No.
Oh my fucking god! You waited 10 years for that shit. Let me
Yes.
ask you this, because somebody asked me one time, like after we did that interview, they was like, "You think she was really faithful the whole time?" I said, "I think she don't got nothing to lie about. She could have easily, you know."
I love, like me, I loved that man. Like you couldn't tell me no different about him. I don't even care if he had one ear, freaking half of a lip. Like I loved him. Like I sincerely loved him. I fist fought my own sister for that man many times. I argued with my family for that man many times at home, in the car rides, in front of company, in front of people. I I fist fought that guy, my family for that man. Like I sincerely loved that man. Anything he needed, wanted help for, whatever the case was, I did it. No hesitation, because I've seen the example from my parents of what my parents are 48 years to this day, both alive and married to this day, downstairs right now. And I
Mm-hmm.
seen that example that they showed me and my siblings. And that's what I had always wanted. And I always told my mom, and I always told even him, I said, I'm gonna be like my mom when I get my man. When I get married, I'm be just like my mama. And he told me, he said, no, you are that. You are that wife material. Why do you think I chose you out of all the pen pals that I used to talk to? Right? Because I seen it. He told me himself in my face at
Hold
visitation.
on, hold on. Somebody came in here talking about. So who's in the picture?
Oh, that they think that's you, that light skinned one, lightweight with the without the
Man,
shirt, huh?
they know damn well that ain't me. They just be trolling, man. She talking about who's in that picture with a bunch of laughing faces. They talking about somebody catch us up. What's going on?
I'm dead. But yeah, like, and he always told me, you remind
Hit
me of
that
my
follow
mom.
button if you just tapped in.
Like he tells me, he used to tell me all the time, all those years I spent with him, and when he came home, you remind me of my mom, because my mom wrote it for my dad, because his dad had did I forgot 12, 14 years. And he was like, and you remind me just like my mom. And I put you
Mhm.
and my mom on a pedestal. So
You got
any man that's,
you got 400 people watching you right now.
oh, it's fine. So, so, so any man that's gonna tell you that, especially if they so close to their mama, you gonna take that to dear heart, because I took it and I ran with it until he came home. He showed me different, and it's crazy because his mom used to tell me, like, I really like you for him, like I really love you for him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You do so much for him. And she tells me all these other girls, they were no good, but you are a good one. And I
That's a
told her,
fact.
it's going to be him if he messes it up, not me, because I waited all this time. I'm madly in love with your son. You know what I'm saying? We had kids' names already. We had where we wanted to get married. We had what we were doing as far as living, buying a condo buying homes to reflip them, and like we had it all planned. It didn't work out like that. So the first day he came home, that's when I started seeing a difference was in that bedroom. But because I was, like you say, Delulu, I fought for him. I cried for him. I chased him. I begged him. I screamed. I shouted. I sent books of text messages to him because I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But when he got really into that phone, that's when a lot of things changed. A lot of things had changed, and that it was it. And the moment I when I knew it was really, really, really going down is when he called me on the phone and he yelled at me because I asked him, "Hi, babe, how's your day going? Did you eat lunch yet?" When he called me to yell at me to say, What do you want, God?" That's when I was like,
What?
damn, all I said was, "How was your day?" Like, and I'm talking to him sweet, and my tone of voice to him had never ever changed, even though his had. And I was just like, I was just calling to see how you doing, how's your day? Like, that's it. And I was already, we were already going through it, and I was already crying on the phone, and I asked him, are you still in love with me? Are you in love with me? And when he said no, that's when I knew right there that it was just gonna be done. It was done. It was going to be done.
So
But
have
I
you so have
still
you opened
chased.
up? So have you opened up and tried to, like meet new people?
I have. And it's crazy because in July I was supposed to go on this date, right? And I known this guy since before this. I known the guy before I know my ex, and so he had told me like, man, like I always thought you were, cute. You're beautiful to me. Your smile. I love your personality. You have a great heart. You're a good person, right? Would you like to go on a date? And I said, sure, let's go. I'm off the week of 4th of July. Let's go. Let's plan a date. So he said, okay. But I did tell him from the beginning, because now that I know my worth, I don't have no shame to say it. And I told him, I said, one thing I ask is I'm not gonna give my time to somebody who don't know my worth.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so if you asking me on a date, that means you telling me, and mind you, he's older than me. So I said, you telling me you know my worth now. You telling me that you know my worth, and you telling me that if things were to go, you're gonna take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Not financially or nothing, but emotionally and stuff like that, right? He was like, yeah. He said, come on. I think he's 43 now. He's like, I'm 43 years old now. When you met me, I was in my 30s, and come on now, da da da, right? Okay, bet. Well, he never he did contact me, so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna let it's a whole week off, right? So I'm gonna let we still got 5 days, 4 days. That week, I mind you, I'm waiting on this date, and that week I go on my Facebook only to see he posts in a relationship, and I said, okay, okay, whatever, right? So me sarcastically commenting saying congratulations with the laughing face. So I inboxed him and I said, you just saved me again. You just saved me again, because I told you when you asked me for a date, I told you, do you got to know my worth. You got to know a woman's worth and what their value. And you told me in my face, yes, I do. Yes, 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 yes. I always thought about da da da. And I agreed. But you just showed me that some men out there are still the same. You telling me your age just because you think you've grown, that don't mean nothing. That's a number to me now. But
Facts.
you saved me. You just spared me. And guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Ever since then, have I talked to somebody after July? No, I have not. Why? Because I'm not going to sit here and give my heart and my time and all of that to somebody who is acting or pretending that they're into you, or they know your worth, or they know this, and this. But at the end of the day, they still want to play them mind games. I already did it. I did that for 10 years. I did it when he came home. Like, it's not, no.
No,
So
that's a fact.
I would I wouldn't mind if I'm single. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind if I'm single. Only because I love myself that much now that I wouldn't allow myself to repeat and get hurt again and again and again. I will not allow that. I will not, from nobody. I don't
That's
care
a
if
fact.
it's even a friendship. I will not allow that. You know what I'm saying? So do I accept if I ever be single? If I stay single the rest of my life, I do. I do, because I'm not going to just give it to, and I believe that there's somebody out there for everybody. I do. And I believe that when God created me, God created when he made me, he made my rib. And I believe that. Where is it at? I don't know. That's only on God's timing. And if I got to wait another 3, 5 years for God's timing, then let me wait 3, 5 years. But I'm not going to put myself out there to get hurt again And that's the thing, is like a lot of women and some men too that, be sensitive and act all prideful though. But a lot of women who are very vulnerable, who are very weak minded, and stuff, and been through situations and issues that don't fully love themselves or know their worth, they're going to continue to fall for they're going to go sit there and date 5 more men in prison. They're going to go sit there and date 20 more men who they already know are cheaters out here in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because a lot of them are vulnerable. A lot of them don't know that you guys are a queen and you guys are worth it and you guys are very much loved. And if you feel nobody love you, well, guess what? Your family, God, and that's all that matters to you. You know what I'm saying? And so and that was me once upon a time. I was very vulnerable. Hey,
Hey,
I
we got to
like
bring
you.
you on the
I
fucking
like you too.
podcast, man.
But I'm just speaking real
No,
experience that
because
I've
no,
been
because
through.
because sometimes, man, we just get, like I love my supporters, man. They come on there and we actually build relationships with them. Amber on there with me. They hate her now on here. She don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
cause
We going up.
yeah,
We don't give a fuck. So, you know, you still got the people that love her, but it's a lot of people that just well, not a lot. Like I say, it's a hand few compared to the people who love us. So she just be like, fuck them. I'll be like, hey man, we about to get rich. We doing something. We helping people. We gonna get paid for doing something we love to do. So, you
I mean,
know,
hey, truthfully, I'm not in that game anymore. Thank the Lord. I'm not. But it's crazy because when I see you, when I watch your videos, it's like you still talking to me. You're talking to the person who was once lost into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're still like, we all have an inner kid person. We all have, you know what I'm saying? And I have that inner. I used to be with an inmate person, and
hmm
it's like, even though I'm not there, you still talk to me, bro. And I'm like, damn, like you be hitting videos, and I'm like, damn, like like I look like that, like I acted like that, like, and I look back and I'm like, I did, that was me. You know what
it's
I'm
it's
saying?
a
And
it's a
it still
fucked up
speaks to
feeling,
me,
man. Man, I gotta
like
get
you
ready to get
do.
off of here because I gotta do this podcast tonight, man, at 9 o'clock.
No, you good. I got somebody coming on at 9 o'clock too. So right now
Oh
I
shit.
gotta. And he's another guy who used to be incarcerated as well.
We had somebody on there last night that was on America's Most Wanted, and he told us he used the gays and women to put money on his books when he was locked up.
Oh my God,
He
that's
wasn't
big.
bullshit neither. It
No,
wasn't
that's
bullshit. Now
big.
that YouTube starting to jump hard as fuck. Like that shit starting, them views starting to look like TikTok shit. So I just be staying on top of it, man. It's hard, it's tiresome, but they'll message me, hey, we going live tonight. I'm like, oh fuck. On TikTok,
Nah,
you can sit on there, smoke, drink, talk shit. You can do whatever you want to do on YouTube.
like Ray Wilson. Yeah, so I do have a YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, my followings is like 110. So shout out to those who have subscribed. I
You need to
appreciate
push
y'all,
it.
but I do, I do, bro. I
When
do.
I seen you on live
Don't
one
do
day, you had
me,
like
bitch.
800 people. Cause you had like 800 people in your chat one day. I
Yeah,
was like, why is she not on here telling everybody to go subscribe?
bro, it gets draining, and then when
I
you get,
know, I said it.
oh God, trust me. But I know what I got to do, bro. And I thank you for the motivation and the push. I do. I thank you. And honestly, like I said, you know what I mean. Like I do support you. You know what I'm saying. You know that. I do appreciate the love you always come in here and drop it in.
NBA licks. I don't.
But
It don't. It don't. It. I don't think it has nothing to do with. First of all, let's get this clear. I see people shoot the subliminal slugs and they try to say, "Oh well, he doing this for money," or she's not pushing it because she's just. It ain't that. It's not because she's just a genuine person. Although she is, she's just. Sometimes when you be in the midst of going live, you tend to forget to promote your other platform because you're so focused on this one. I done been on live and had 1,000 people in the chat, and then I got off the
thank
live
you
and I
for the
said, "Why
follow.
the fuck didn't you tell them people to go subscribe? They
No,
your
it's
supporters. They
true.
gonna support everything you do. You know what I'm saying?"
It's true. I have an Instagram. It's also official underscore know your worth. My TikTok, my YouTube is also official score and know your worth. I have Clapper. It's also official underscore know your worth. Like I do have
Who
other platforms. Clapper.
the hell is Clapper?
It's another TikTok, literally another TikTok.
So
But
you can
you
go
don't,
live on there and shit.
yes, and you don't have to have 1,000 to go live. So
I
yes,
need
I
to
have
go
a
on that
clapper.
motherfucker. Prison Wives.
No, I do. I have all those platforms, guys, and it's all the same name as here. But this platform is my main one, and it's because this is what created me.
Nah, that's a fact.
But I do, like I said, King, thank you for coming on, and I appreciate you. You know, I support you. I rock with you. Thank you for always showing love, bro. Like, you keep doing you. Like I told you, you know, God puts things and people and all that in our lives for a reason. Only, you know, the people who really are going to want to hear you are the people who, you know what I mean, obviously need it at the time. And later on,
Mm-hmm.
the people who don't want to hear you, they going to end up hearing you later, and they're going to end up reflecting on your videos like, damn, I was the Lulu and now look, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I
It's
said, it's going on 3 years for me, and I still look at your videos like, damn, that was me.
all.
Like for real. So
They'll find out, man.
they
They'll find out.
everybody will, you know, we all have lessons, and
Well, I'll say
but
I ain't, and you know what's so crazy? I'm so genuine with this shit. Every woman done came back to me and told me, "You told me so." I should have listened. Now one of them can tell you that I said, "I told you so." I don't throw shit in their face. I just be like, "Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, I was hoping everything worked out for you. I just had to tell you the real shit.
it's
Like
just
I
a
really hope
benefit
their
of the
relationships
doubt.
work, huh?"
It's a benefit of the doubt. You know, they don't want to know that their man's cheating, or they don't, you know, it's a benefit of the doubt they're giving. But at the end of the day, what I say all the time, and I'm gonna say this before we hang up, is women who have men coming home and women who are even in the streets that have men, vice versa, protect your protect your heart, put your guard up, because I'm not saying all your guys' situations is going to be what I went through. It's going to be different. Some are going to be similar. But what I will
Mm-hmm.
say is, when you have a man that is serving more than 5 years, like mine did 15 and a half, their mindset when they come home, it is institutionalized. They are used to being told what to do here to, and you have to be patient with that man when they come home. Do not nag. Do not tell them this, this, and this, because they don't want that, because they already been had that all them years in there. So be patient, and it's frustrating. I'm gonna tell y'all,
It's
it's
frustrating.
frustrating. It takes a lot of time and energy, but if you want to still work it out and stick it out, that's fine. You do it. And if it works out for you, it works out for you. And if it don't, hey, you tried it, you did it, you moved on. But guess what? Still protect your heart, and guard yourself always, because who they are in there, I promise you, it's not who they are when they come home. I promise you. And I say that with so much love and so much respect to y'all. I would love to see y'all succeed. I would. But unfortunately, y'all, it don't always happen that way. And some of y'all that come on here and flex that relationship, y'all might be flexing that y'all are not
No,
together.
and
So
some of
like,
them they come on here
and it's
and say,
respect.
I'm bashing them. I'm not bashing you. I'm trying to help your crazy ass.
Uh,
Shit.
but
Damn,
I'm just
just take
saying,
it and
like,
say, it's just the way I deliver it. Just say, it's just the way he delivering it. I ain't bashing you saying you dumbass. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, prison wild. That nigga don't give a damn about you.
but
You have to
hearing
keep
it
that in
like,
your mind.
right. But they hearing it from you, and you know, like hearing it from someone who been through it too, and now a female, like, I'm just being real with y'all. I want to see you guys are all queens, and y'all are all beautiful in your own way, for real. But I want to see y'all be happy. I want to see y'all be successful. I want to see y'all meet a man who's going to take care of you, who's going to love you unconditionally, who's not going to sit there and bash you, disrespect you. That's what I want. I want to see us women win as well, because y'all, we go through a
Mm-hmm.
lot as women. We do. We really do. And some of these men forget that they come from a woman, and they sit there and treat y'all like y'all nothing. But you guys are somebody. So always remember that, y'all. And always know your worth. I mean, know that you are valued and loved. And like I said, if y'all choose to be with a man in prison, go ahead. But I pray to God that it's a man who's really going to take you up for what it really is. And
That's a fact.
and I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. But
That's a fact.
I know you got to get ready, J King, and that's all good. Like I said, I
This shit
appreciate you,
never
man.
stops, man.
I thank you for the support always. And
Nah, I got you, man.
y'all go
Everybody
follow
over here,
J King. Go give J King some love. Y'all go
y'all know that. You
subscribe to
know
his
they ain't gonna follow
YouTube.
me. They ain't gonna follow me.
Hey, and there might be somebody in here right now that's like, this dude, but then in the back of their mind they're like, damn, but he right.
Hey,
And
that's
you know,
what
you
that's
never
what
know.
happened with that's what happened with Emma. You know, all the UK didn't like me at first, and when they see me and Emma hashed out our bullshit,
Some of my people are actually saying some started to follow you a week ago that they hit the follow. So
it's all good.
he be speaking facts that they said.
They just
Nah,
don't.
he do.
They just.
And
You,
one thing too, I gotta say one thing. As a man, I'm the type of person I love to get advice from men, especially the ones that keep it real, right? But for you to come on here and help these women and defend these women, they don't really some of them don't see it like that, but
I'm risking my
there ain't no
fucking life
man.
trying to save them. Do you
Right.
not
And there ain't
understand
no
that?
man, there's not a lot of men who are gonna come on here and be like, oh women, like, nah, because a lot of men wanna play the field and play the game as well with the women.
Hey,
So for
I'm
you to come
risking
on
my
here and be
life, man.
real,
Do
I
y'all not
respect it.
understand? I'm risking my life. Do you know niggas is so mad that you might gotta? It's a lot of stand up niggas in my city. Like they don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I'm in the streets, man. They don't care about what I'm doing. But it's some niggas out here who want to earn a name for themselves that's pissed off at me. Like I'm putting my life on the line trying to help a woman, and the thanks I get is you bashing me. I have to push that shit under the rug every day and keep doing what I'm doing. Like, do you not understand? I am risking my motherfucking life
No, you
to
are. And
help y'all.
there's a lot of women who know you're saying the truth,
I forget.
but they're so caught up into what they're in that they don't want to hear it. And that's why I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
eventually some of them are going to be like, damn, I just was scared to admit it. I have a lot of women who DM'd me and they always tell me, like, man, what you're saying about this person shit, it's real. But I once didn't want to admit to it because I was embarrassed. And that's where it falls back is being embarrassed. But you don't gotta be embarrassed. We all grown. We all go through shit in life. It is what it is. But just protect
Mm-hmm.
yourself. For real.
Just
Protect
protect
yourself.
yourself. Man, everybody click that
But
link in my bio, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe, turn the notifications on. We're finna be on
they
YouTube
do,
between 7 and
Joanna.
9. It's finna go down.
But
It's
yeah,
finna
y'all
go down.
go follow J King. Go subscribe to his YouTube as well, guys. He is up in there. But yeah, J King, thank you, man, for real.
No,
You
I
know,
got you, man.
it's always love right here.
Oh, for sure, man.
It's always love. So y'all go hit him with a follow and have fun in your podcast.
That's a fact.